On Skype with me today, I've got Mark Robinson, who's the co-owner of Vokes New Cabs, Windmill, and Raynham Taxis. Mark, I want to quickly touch on something else before we hit on the amazing thing that you're doing within your communities, which is a bit of a giveaway, and we'll come on to that in a second. First of all, I want to ask a bit about how you utilize digital as a business, because obviously a big part of this giveaway is that it's run through social media as well.
hmm
So before this pandemic started, as a business, as a taxi company, how were you using social media? How do you normally use social media?
I'll take a little bit of a step back, a little bit further than that. So up until 2 years ago, a little bit less than 2 years ago, we were a very typical taxi company. We would, you'd make a call. We'd have an operator answer the call. She would put the job out on the radio. The drivers would respond on the radio. It would go to the nearest car, and that's how we run the business. That wasn't scalable. So literally. It was actually exactly 2 years ago. We started the process of digitizing the business from an operations point of view. So we basically we got rid of the radios. We don't have any radios anymore. We put in place an automated dispatch system that pushes jobs to drivers automatically. They carry around a little mobile phone, and it gives them the details of the jobs that crop up. So that was our first step. And since we've done that, it's a case of we needed to use social media more because we need people to download the app. So you can now book on the app. So we have to use social media. So we kind of started doing that about 18 months ago.
I'd be interested to know how did the very let's say old school cab drivers take the whole digitization of your business, because obviously that's a massive change for them.
It was not just the drivers. I mean, it was the operators. If you if
Yeah,
you, you talk
of
about
course.
operators, one of our operators had never ever used a computer. Mandy
Wow.
Baker. Mandy Baker. She had never ever touched a computer. We talked to her about a mouse, and she thought it was a live thing. It was not. It was just. It was. But and she. I don't know how how old Mandy is. Mandy's probably late 50s, early 60s. She, along with a lot of the others, that really, they had to go through an awful lot of pain, an
Hmm.
awful lot of pain, because they've been in this industry, and they're really good at what they do over the radio, and doing it over the radio, operating taxis over the radio is really difficult.
Yeah.
And they were very, very good at it. So we asked them to rip all that up, and start putting jobs into a computer system, and then doing all sorts of different stuff. And as I say, that's the only way that you can, that we could have scaled the business. We had to go digital, and I think they all understood it. Some decided to stick around, some didn't. But I think the ones that are with us now all recognise the benefits of it.
It's funny you say that about people having to change drastically to embrace that whole digitization of your business, because I spoke to a council member the other day, and they were telling me how they recently done a survey for shopfront businesses, and they found that 50% of low shopfront businesses within their local, let's say, district, had have no digital presence whatsoever. So that's from
Yeah.
the way that they process products to sales to social media to websites, the whole lot. So I mean, it's pretty incredible that you're talking there about your digitized, like the journey of going to digital as a company, not just being the use of social media, apps, website, etc., but also the behind the scenes, the back end system, to deliver jobs to the taxi drivers. That's taken 2 years, which is like it just shows how important and the method you have to go through to complete something like that. No looking back. Yeah.
That no looking back is it's almost a mantra.
So we've hit on a little bit about how your business is digitized, but we haven't sort of spoken about your use as much of social media. So as a business, how do you usually utilize social media, and sort of where did without giving away too much, of what of what you're doing at the moment within your local communities that you serve to bring smiles to people's faces, sort of how did you come up with an idea to try and do that through social?
It wasn't a deliberate effort to come up with something. I was just sitting there one day. One of our operators, Jackie, she has a baking business. So she works the radios for us, works the telephones now for us, a few days a week. But her other business is baking cakes for people. So I
This is
just gave her a
this is
call.
Berrylicious Cakes, right?
That's right, Berrylicious cakes. So gave her a call. Said, how about we team up on this? That there are I've been talking to lots of people that have relatives that are feeling very isolated. The elderly and the infirm are are feeling particularly isolated. And I just had the idea we can put a few smiles on people's faces if we get some nominations for cake delivery. So Jackie bakes the cupcakes. We got nice boxes of 4 or 6 or 8 or 12, I think, cupcakes. And we've had we've just been inundated with nominations across the Facebook page, and it it's the loveliest thing. I mean, there was someone that we delivered to this morning. It's a little girl. Anyone will be able to see a picture on our Facebook page probably within an hour or so. But I think her brother's got cerebral palsy, which is or another really really difficult to deal with thing for a little kid.
Of course.
So her mum said she's feeling really anxious all the time. So there's a beautiful picture of her with a big beaming smile on her face, standing at her doorstep with a box of cakes. And we've done it for the little kids. We're doing it for. We've had lots of nominations for people whose parents are isolated. And that must be tough, especially if they're on their own. So it's been really rewarding for us. And there's people just being given a little bit of a lift. And as well as that, it's been nice because there's been a lot of nominations for different wards at the hospital, for the police, for bus drivers, for all sorts of different groups of key workers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we're delivering boxes of cake so long as we can so long as Jackie can get the ingredients, and she's been running a little bit low. It's rewarding for us, and it's helping people, just giving people a lift to get through it all.
Yeah, and if you want to go and nominate, Vokes Taxi Ltd is the Facebook page. So facebook.com/Vokes Taxi Ltd. I'm looking at this, 200 over 200 comments over a couple of weeks. That's really really good interaction. Obviously, lots, as you say, inundated. Lots of people nominating. What I love as well is that you're putting the pictures up afterwards, and as you say, the smiles are just so genuine.
And it's the little girl this morning was absolutely cute, and it's you can't hopefully people will see that, and that puts a smile on the people that are looking.
Yeah.
It's just done it to you. So so it becomes I'm not sure I should use the word infectious at the moment, but you know what I mean.
100%.
If we can get a few more people smiling, then that changes their outlook a little bit, and it'll help.
And you're not limiting this. You just want to put smiles on people's faces, aren't you? So you're looking at the nominations, see who's nominated, and obviously you're trying to get through as many people as so to speak you can do. How many cakes are you getting out there at the moment? How much is Jackie baking at the moment?
Well, I don't know what we had in yesterday. I think we had 60 odd cakes in yesterday.
Wow.
There's going to be I think we're aiming for more tomorrow. But as I say, she had run out of butter. She had run out of flour. So I think we found the butter. We're trying to get the flour today.
Yeah.
So as and we had another delivery I think on Monday. So as long as we can keep getting the ingredients, then we'll be chucking a few hundred cakes out there every week.
Tell people one more time, Mark, just quickly where they can go to find those pictures, find a free cupcake giveaway, and anything else like your app that you want to shout out there.
Yeah, sure. Well, if you go to our Facebook page, but the easiest way is just go in the search in Facebook. Just go in the search bar, put in Vokes. That's VOKES, and up will pop Vokes, Windmill and Rainham Taxis. Click on the page, and you'll see everything there.
Brilliant, Mark. Thank you so much for taking time out to chat with us, and best of luck with everything. And hopefully, we can catch up soon and in a lot more positive times. Anyway.
Yeah, good stuff. Thanks, Ben. I really appreciate it.
Cheers, mate.